Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first item is about ZAC EFRON. It looks like he's gotten back into yachting. It also includes our toxic couple, Nina Dobrev and Shawn White. It reads, the former vampire loves the whole revenge thing to get back at her ex, but she and the roid actor are not doing anything together ever. You guys know we've talked about ZAC EFRON's yachting history, and we've seen different points where he's been matched up with other actresses or stars to distract from their previous relationship or to bring them more attention. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Nina's publicist and Zac's publicist thought that maybe a yacht getaway would be a good look for them. This comment reads, I feel bad for Nina. She's 36 and wants kids. He can have kids whenever, but her window is narrowing and she's been with Shawn for 6 years and still waiting. This person comments, clearly interviewing for a beard ship. The recent pictures of a blonde ZAC EFRON on a yacht with Nina are unsettling. The fact that they tried to say that they were sleeping together was pathetic. Now, I must admit, when I saw these two on vacation together, I did not believe it. I just think that Nina doesn't want to look like the desperate ex, the depressed ex who's waiting around. Especially if Shawn was cheating on her, it seems like he's pretty much moving on. But of course, they did make headlines being together. The publicist were correct. A source says that ZAC and Nina might be hanging out on a yacht, having fun, getting along, but they aren't dating. They aren't looking to get together, so the rumors of something more just don't exist. But by these photos, you can tell they definitely tried to push something. Nina is looking to unwind and have fun and deal with life post-breakup. That doesn't mean that she's going to land in Zac's arms. ZAC is a nice guy, they are friendly, and that is it.
Nina Dobrev breaking off her engagement and then over a hypothetical or like alleged affair, which I believe, I trust her, and then immediately going and calling ZAC EFRON and being like, let's get on a boat, let me get in a bikini, let's take pictures, let's make sure it's photographed, is so iconic. Like, the cusper millennial Gen Z of me is like, that is absolutely the first person you should call to take jealous photos with. Like, if I had ZAC EFRON's number and I needed to make someone jealous, that is absolutely what the first person I would call. It is iconic. It is the way to show a man what he lost. Like, I'm obsessed. I loved it.
I feel bad for Nina. There are actually some photos from this trip where they caption it that she looks sad after looking down at her phone because she's still going to be thinking about this breakup. A source claims that they both wanted a family. It wasn't that one wanted it more than another. That leads me to ask, like, why did they break up? Like, what happened? I mean, I think everything's pointing towards Shawn cheating. Nina has been active on social media. I mean, 5 days before their split was announced, she was posting videos that seemed a little bit passive aggressive. Like, probably that she caught Shawn up to something, and at this point they hadn't released the news that they were officially done.
How do you sleep at night knowing people don't like you?
With no underwear in case they want to kiss my ass.
What's your advice for women trying to fix their man?
Listen, Bob the Builder, he's got 10 other women trying to fix him too, and you all look like a damn construction crew.
Our next blind item is about David, the guy who's currently being investigated for possibly unaliving his 13 or 14-year-old girlfriend. It reads, the Dead in the Frunk rapper bragged about how he has hundreds of hours of inappropriate content and he has it recorded with underage girls. Well, knowing this case, I'm not surprised that he has this connection with underage girls. I mean, we saw that he was in a full-blown relationship with a 13-year-old at one point, even getting her to get tattoos, wearing an engagement ring. It's all really pervy because she's a young girl. She shouldn't be acting like somebody's fiance. This comment reads, poor child. Sounds like the authorities are being careful to make sure they have all of the evidence before they take action, which it does seem like they're being very careful, maybe possibly a little bit slow, because I thought he would be arrested by now. That guy is a major creep and pretty stupid. This comment writes creepy, as if in the trunk wasn't enough, because technically Celeste was found in the frunk of the car, which I don't know what the difference is. Maybe Tesla owners in the comments can comment below. I think maybe the frunk could be a cooler as well, like where you can put ice and things like that. So maybe there's a reason why he chose the front. This story gets more insane every second. The subreddit has thousands of receipts. There's no getting out of this. And you guys know I've been on top of covering this case, and every day there's new screenshots and things like that. So I want to go through a few that you guys have sent me over email, SloanWellKnown@gmail.com. Feel free to send me any tips or video ideas or anything. Like this creepy picture of Celeste, a young girl wearing this blue new wig, the same wig that we see David photographed in. Now we're gonna have to go and censor a bunch of these screenshots, so I'm gonna try my best to read them to you guys. It looks like David in a Discord chat spoke about how he likes gore. He likes gore even more than adult content. So instead of watching like normal adult content, he likes to watch gore even more. He said, I used to be addicted to watching gore videos. I love gore. This next screenshot is like of a personal conversation between two Discord users, but you can see back in 2023, as early as March, people were talking about him talking to 15 or 16-year-old girls. And even more Discord messages, you can see there are people over a year ago calling out David for being interested in people who, well, not even people, children and kids who are far too young for him. In December 2024, people were talking about Celeste and his connection to her. The fact that she was appearing in his streams, you know, every once in a while. He was pretty good at keeping her out of the stream though, because he knew what they were doing was wrong. I think he kind of got off on it like the entire time, having people talk about it in the Discord and suspect that he could be doing something so foul. And finally, this screenshot of some people talking back in 2023 about David loving 15-year-olds. So would it be a crazy thought that this blind item, like, you know, suggests that he would have a lot more content involving young girls, especially if he used his celebrity to go and manipulate them?
We may now know the last time Celeste was seen alive. There are some crazy new updates in this case. So video resurfaced from one of David's concerts in Silver Spring, Maryland from either August 23rd or 24th of this year. In the video, David looks up, makes a heart gesture with his hands, and points at someone in the upper level. And when people took a closer look, they realized that that girl looks very similar to Celeste. And the person next to her looks a lot like David's brother, who was known to go backstage with Celeste to watch the concerts. Now, it hasn't been confirmed, but if that is Celeste, these are the last photos of her alive and could narrow down the timeline of her death before she was found 2 weeks later. They also said Celeste came from a troubled home, ran away multiple times, and was reported missing at least twice. In 2024, Celeste's sister even asked to review surveillance footage at a liquor store to retrace Celeste's steps after she ran away. And she was able to be on her own because she had multiple fake IDs, so she could appear much older. And David and his manager apparently broke the lease at the house where police had raided. It's apparently riddled with cameras, but apparently only the tenants have access to the footage.
Now, everyone is all upset that Jennifer Lopez is getting an award. Let's talk about it. This A-list everything celebrity in her mind is being given an acting award. I'm serious. None of the students or faculty or alumni understand why though, other than just maybe the person who decides the awards wanted to meet her. So we're talking about the Savannah Film Festival and the University for Creative Careers, because it looks like Jennifer Lopez is being honored there. Now, this happens pretty often. Like a celebrity will be invited to Harvard to go and get a degree from there, even though they didn't study. It's like an honorary degree. I'm not the biggest fan of this because like I worked for my degree, but a lot of celebrities will be picked by universities to go and receive a degree from a prestigious school, even though they didn't do any work there. I've seen Kanye West be awarded before. I think he got that taken away though. And it looks like Jennifer Lopez is looking for her award. This person commented that she paid for it. She's not a good actor, but there are much worse actors out there who get awards and nominations. Comment below, what do you guys think of Jennifer Lopez's acting? I kind of feel like her acting is better than her music, but the students and the alumni of this university aren't happy that J-Lo's getting this award. The award is meant to spotlight her performance in Kiss of the Spider-Woman. I haven't seen that, so I can't judge it. It looks like the festival's senior executive director, Christina, said that J-Lo's presence is a landmark moment and emphasized that her body of work carries invaluable lessons in versatility, resilience, and creative vision. Nobody is buying into Christina's narrative. People on Facebook are going off. One person wrote, OMG, J-Lo will have the whole town shut down, including I-16, so that nobody can approach her. One person asked, who the hell cares? Another person referenced her past association with Diddy, asking, she must have been aware of what went on at the white parties. Well, don't ask her when you see her.
Being able to do the film is so great. Of course, I would love it to get the recognition that I believe that it deserves, because I think Bill wrote a script that for the first time in my life, I sat there and I was in bed. I remember reading it and I started saying it out loud. You know, I was saying the lines and saying, hey, listen to this. Oh my God. And laughing and crying and going, oh my God. this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. My whole life. This is all I've ever wanted to do. I got into movies.
She says that about every project. She's been waiting her whole life for this.
Because of West Side Story and wanting to sing and dance and act. That's what I did. I sing musical theater, but that was what I thought I would always be doing. I thought I was going to do Broadway. I didn't even think I was, I wanted to do movies, but I didn't think about making records. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do musical. It was a dream fulfilled in having done the movie and having been so blessed to have someone as talented as Bill want me to do that. To me, that was like, wow. Okay.
She's so glad that like these movies are helping repair her reputation. I mean, after that documentary about Ben Affleck, she really needs this work. So you know what? I'm rooting for you, Jen. Another artist I'm rooting for is Justin Bieber because there's a lot of rumors surrounding his performance at Coachella and the fact that SZA might fill his spot. It reads, the all-initialed female singer-rapper is the backup in place if the north of the border singer bails on the desert festival. Now, this is the first time in years that Coachella has sold out so quickly, and I think it's all because of Justin Bieber. And you know what? I already secured my tickets, so I would be upset if Justin dropped because that's the main reason why I wanted to go. Susie writes, the insurance to have Bieber perform must be an unthinkable number. He has literally canceled entire tours. I mean, granted, when he canceled that tour, he had that like health crisis where half of his face was drooping and paralyzed. So I don't think he was ready to go on tour, and he kind of needed this break. His mental health needed it. This person suspects that it will be an illness, which of course is code for I did too much meth last night. Now, I don't know all about that. And you know what? I think Justin might come through for this performance because he's getting paid so much. It looks like he scored a 7-figure deal to headline Coachella, and he's in charge of all of the creative. I am just praying that we don't get a swag 1, swag 2 performance. Like, we need to hear some of the old songs too. A source close to Justin said it's a groundbreaking move for a headliner, and it's something that he built entirely on his own. Between headlining Coachella and the success of Swag, it's clear that this is the start of a new exciting era for Justin, one where he's fully in the driver's seat. It looks like Justin is making about $10 million from these performances, $5 million per weekend. And I really think he needs that money. I mean, I know he has a lot of money, but when you have so much money, you also spend a lot. The source says that Justin's an unshakable artist who has stood up against the grain and fought for his independence. His 2026 Coachella performance won't just be a headlining set, it'll be a once-in-a-generation spectacle from a once-in-a-generation pop icon. Well, they are really hyping him up, so I hope that he comes through. Now, with Justin's team hyping him up to the Rolling Stones, I hope that he's mentally prepared for this. I feel like it really depends on how he wakes up that week and how his relationship is with Hailey. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are planning to go and attend the festival.
So I need you guys to stop, absolutely stop sending me videos about SZA potentially taking place Coachella lineup for Justin in case he pulls out, because he's not going to pull out. But you guys keep posting stupid shit like that and you're putting it out into the universe, and it's pissing me off because one, SZA cannot even compare vocally at all to him, okay? Don't get me started. Justin's gonna be there, okay? And y'all need to I don't want to hear it, because no, it's not even happening, but I will sell my ticket, okay?
Let's get messy with our next blind item. If you guys did not see my video about Bad Baby recently, go and check it out. But this one involves her baby daddy Levon and Alabama Barker, Travis Barker's daughter and Kourtney Kardashian's stepdaughter. The state celebrity's baby daddy was the same guy who had the catchphrase celebrity hanging onto his car for dear life. This comment reads, there must be a serious shortage of men out there. She actually got knocked up by him? Ew. Well, no wonder there's beef. Another person asked, yeah, what was that car video about? If you guys need a reminder, there was a clip going viral of Bad Baby on a truck. I believe she owns the truck, but her baby daddy Levon was trying to drive it away.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Then you get off the car. Have you even stayed?
The free child place holidays available. with 22 kilograms of
Not the Jet 2 holiday, but I mean, there are people laughing at this. I mean, that friend there, for example, I don't think is a good friend, but this is like a serious domestic violence situation. Now, Alabama Barker recently opened up about having a miscarriage and how it was heartbreaking, saying she'll never be the same again. Now, my heart goes out to people who have gone through this. I think it's really a tragic and traumatizing experience for a woman to go through. It's so difficult on their body, and Alabama Barker recently opened up about how she had gone through this. Keep in mind, she's 19 years old, so this is like a young girl going through this experience. She wrote, "You know, ever since I lost my baby, got cheated on while being hated on, I get this kind of feeling like I'll never ever be the same again." Now, again, this is a triggering and emotional situation, and I'm going to go ahead and include a clip that Alabama Barker posted on her social media.
You know, ever since we were little, I would get this feeling like I'm floating inside of my body, looking down on myself. And I hate when I see it.
Now, after sharing this news, it looks like Alabama decided to step away from social media, writing, "Deleting Instagram for a while. See y'all later. Love you guys." So news of this, pregnancy that she had gone through happened, I guess, when she was at the peak during her feud with Bad Baby. In January, Bad Baby said that Alabama was pregnant. Alabama dismissed it by saying that she was never pregnant, but now it looks like Bad Baby was telling the truth. Alabama's personal life has been a mess. This year, she was rumored to have, I guess, hooked up with Bad Baby's baby daddy. She was also dating a UCLA football player, but it looks like she caught him cheating in March, so maybe he's the one who got her pregnant.
We found out yesterday that Alabama lost her baby, right? The thing is that this little girl has been with nothing but grown men, and y'all want to bash her, but whole time not bash Travis Barker, not bash the parents that's not doing a good job. This girl clearly shows that she's hurting and nobody is there for her. I don't understand how y'all don't understand trauma. If you're not raised with understanding trauma, then shut the hell up, because you don't get it. But for those who know what trauma looks like you're in the same clothes all the time. Trauma looks like you don't clean your room, you don't take care of your hygiene, you don't really care about yourself too much. And the thing is that she has proven two of those things exist in her world. So instead of bashing her, why don't you get to the bottom of why these celebrity kids is going through so much?
Our next blind item is about Matty Healy and his girlfriend, Gabriette. Remember, he's the guy that is the lead singer of the 1975, and he dated Taylor Swift before Travis Kelce. It reads, "This year, singer and his significant other love partner swapping. Has he always?" So it sounds like this blind item is accusing him of being a swinger and asking if maybe Taylor Swift was into that. Maybe that's why they broke up, because I don't see Taylor Swift messing around with other couples. She seems very straight and narrow. She literally just looks straight and narrow as well. This comment asks, was he doing it with Tay too? That would be interesting. This person added, probably why she ran so fast from a guy she chased for years. Comment below, would that make you guys run away as well? Well, Taylor Swift did move on from him, so I understand he's not for the sincere or faint of heart. Too bad though, he seems sensitive, smart, but tragic. I mean, he is the guy that said that Ice Spice looks like a fat Chinese woman? So I don't know if he's that sensitive.
I don't think it's a racist thing to say.
Ice Spice, do you know who that is? Just this chubby Chinese lady. Yeah, I rap her music.
But Taylor Swift's fans are trolling her ex Matty's fiance, Gabriette, after they spotted this Instagram comment. To give you guys context, Matty and Taylor dated back in May 2023. And as you guys know, she's coming out with her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. It's everywhere. Of course, Matty is really offensive as a person. I don't know why she even was with him. He admitted to could we censor that word? To black women being brutalized. It seems like, okay, we can just end it there. That's enough. He also made that comment about Ice Spice. I just can't believe that Matty said those things about Ice Spice and Taylor then collaborated with her. But Taylor's out of the picture. Matty is with Gabriette and Taylor's with Travis. But Gabriette is facing backlash from Taylor's fans after she commented on a comic, Veronica's deleted Instagram reel. Veronica in this reel performed her imagining of what some of the song titles on Taylor Swift's new album might sound like. So Taylor has released all the song names in her album, and people are guessing what the song could be like. Gabriette commented, "Babe, record Actually Romantic, please." This led to Gabriette being accused of looking for leaks of Taylor's music and also being ridiculed for knowing Taylor's track list off the top of her head. People are also having reactions to the phrase Actually Romantic. Fans have theorized that Actually Romantic will be about Gabriette's friend Charli XCX, who was thought to reference Taylor in her 2024 song Sympathy is a Knife. If you didn't know, Charli is now married to a bandmate within the 1975, so Matty and Charli's husband are really close. His name is George. Sympathy is a Knife is widely believed to be about how insecure Charli felt around Taylor when she was dating Matty. Charli sings, "I don't want to share this space. I don't want to force a smile. This one girl taps my insecurities. Don't know if it's real or if I'm spiraling." Because I guess whenever Taylor was dating Matty, they would all hang out because the 1975, they're all like, friends, bandmates, brothers. So if they're going to be hanging out, their girlfriends are going to be there, and Charli was around Taylor. In that same song, Charli sings, "I don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show. Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up quick."
There has been an alleged leak of the lyrics of Actually Romantic. Obviously, I won't share the leaked lyrics in this video, and I don't even know if they're real. But in the alleged leaked lyrics, Taylor Swift sings about someone who kind of shades her all the time, and she says that it's actually romantic because they're kind of obsessed with her while Taylor takes the high road and keeps her mouth shut every time. If these lyrics are real, fans think she could be talking about Charli XCX. For one, because the song is called Actually Romantic, and again, Charli has a song called Everything is Romantic. Also, we know Taylor Swift loves numerology, and Actually Romantic is track 7 on the Life of a Showgirl album. And you guessed it, Everything is Romantic is track 7 on Charli's Brat album. But a few times it has seemed like Charli shaded Taylor Swift in the past, like her photo shoot last year with New York Magazine. It featured a bloody friendship bracelet. But in the same New York Magazine article, Taylor Swift praised Charli XCX's writing abilities. And Charli's song Sympathy is a Knife is widely speculated to be about Taylor Swift. But despite that, here is Taylor Swift dancing at the Grammys while Charli XCX is performing. And like I mentioned, Charli is good friends with Gabriette and Matty Healy.
Our next blind item is about the Moss family and their family tree. Their family tree must be planted up somewhere up north because it's always snowing there. The foreign-born celebrity offspring of a permanent A-lister sure does coke just like her mom and her aunt. Something about that family. Yeah, like I said, they must have places up north because it is an Arctic storm. One person commented that Kate's daughter, Lila Moss, spends most of her days making joints to lose weight, as she's heard that a rolling moss gathers no stones. I made a video a couple weeks ago about how I've been worried about Kate Moss. We see her at these fashion shows. She's clearly on something because she's just moving all around. She cannot keep herself still. She's tripping outside. And unfortunately, it seems like her daughter, Lila, is also getting into modeling. I mean, I don't know what else she would do. It seems like everyone just does like the nepotism thing that their parent did, which, you know what? Good for you. If I had that set up, I would probably be doing it too. But now Lila is in a vulnerable place. She's in a family with a lot of people who are possibly using her mother, her aunt. Now, Kate insists that Lila is so much more grown up than she was back in the day. She understands she can say no for one thing, which I never did, and she has the right people around her. I've made sure of that. Lila's in her early 20s. She has a lot to learn, but it seems like Kate Moss has pretty much set it up for her. I just hope that those blind items aren't true and she's gonna end up like her mom.
It's so funny because I would copy her outfits consistently, like always wearing black and grey, like skinny jeans, dressing like her. And now I come out in like my outfits and she'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm so jealous, you look so cute." I'm like, it's all yours. I think mostly her bags, but I can't steal her shoes, which is devastating because she's a size 6 and I'm a size 5 and it's one of my biggest regrets.
Jojo Siwa, I actually saw her at Dancing with the Stars last night. This blind item reads, the former tween star turned teen star turned adult star continues to travel with her new girlfriend and not her boyfriend. She also said that her boyfriend has performance issues. Well, I did see Jojo Siwa at Dancing with the Stars, and I didn't see her with anyone else. It seemed like she was maybe with family. I didn't see her mom there though. This person commented, Jojo Siwa, she's probably going back to the ladies. And I don't know, I don't believe it until I see it. I do feel like Jojo is obsessed with her new life with Chris, but I do find it interesting that he did not join her on this wedding trip to Italy. You would think that she would be going there with her boyfriend. And plus, like, what is Chris doing? Like, he has nothing better to do. The wedding was for Jojo Siwa's fellow castmate from Dance Moms back in the day. And even though Chris wasn't there, he was commenting on all their posts. So it seems like they're okay. I mean, unless this blind item is correct and he's having performance issues. Oh, wow. Look at Jojo Siwa. She looks like she's dressed for some ballroom, maybe like a convention. This is how I imagine like some glamorous like 50-year-old woman in a big Texas mansion would dress when she goes to like a poker night at the clubhouse.
We have a super slight issue right now. Now, this girl dress, she really did her job. We put the gold heels on with her, we loved her. Now, slight problem that we have with her is I can't take this one off by myself. Tried at the apartment, I couldn't do it. We're gonna give it another go here because, I mean, it is the only option. I could cut it, but it was really, really cute. We're gonna believe. I think, oh, come on. She's self-sufficient. Got it.
Now, we came across a clip of Jojo Siwa speaking a little bit about Chris Hughes' past because he was with Olivia Atwood. She exposed him for being a terrible man, for cheating on her, all of these things. And I think that she's tried to push her story even further to kind of like warn Jojo. Plus, Chris has become so much more famous that I feel like telling her story kind of gives her clout.
Jojo's very young and very famous. Just because I dated someone who's on it like a million years ago doesn't mean that I can't talk about it. And I'm not swiping, I'm just commentating. I'm saying a lot, but I'm saying nothing. I know you love the messiness. That's what you're here for.
But Jojo Siwa is not buying it. She stands by her man Chris, and she did an interview where she spoke a little bit about his past with Olivia, kind of saying that there's, you know, two sides to this story. I just wonder what version Chris gave her.
Honestly, and I'm gonna say something because of what you said about Chris just now and his past. He's such a good guy that his mouth has stayed shut. Always know that there's two sides to every single story. I don't even know every side to every single story. I love him to death. I met him a few months ago. I don't know every single thing about his past.
But there's some people who like to be more public about their side of the story.
Absolutely, and there's a lot to be said about the good guy in the story who keeps their mouth shut. There's a lot to be said about that. And Chris is a simple guy. He loves his family. He loves his horses. He loves his golf. He loves his sports. And
he loves his Jojo.
He loves his Joel. He loves his Joel. Yeah, and I think one thing that we have in common is we've gotten wrath from our past online. And I could easily shut every single thing that every single person has said about me down with text proof. I could, as he could do the same. But it's not worth it because you're just drawing more to it. You're feeding that beast. You're feeding that monster, and you don't need to. It's welcome. It's your past. Your past. And what's beautiful about Christopher is he's not living in the past.
Our next blind item is about Jay-Z and Beyonce. If you've not seen my video about their marriage I posted earlier this week, definitely go and check that out. The permanent A-list rapper was really counting on the $100 million he was due to earn from the whole casino thing. The wife might have to head back out on the road. Damn, another Beyonce tour? It does seem like Jay-Z has had some financial woes behind the scenes. Now, it looks like Jay-Z was trying to open up a casino in New York, but it looks like the people who are responsible for approving or disapproving this kind of license said, hell no. No casino here in New York. I mean, it's already like chaotic enough. The $5.4 billion proposal sought to transform an office tower on Broadway into a Caesars Palace branded casino, hotel, and entertainment complex. Jay-Z himself argued that the project would complement Broadway by generating jobs and increasing tourism. And also, he would probably make a lot of money from getting people to gamble in New York. The rejection of this proposal leaves Roc Nation, Jay-Z, and its partners to reconsider their strategy as the competition for 3 new casino licenses in New York continues. So maybe the city is offering this, but they're not going to allow it to happen on Broadway. They want to keep that just musical theater.
Hey, I love the promotion of gambling just like any other degenerate, but I am so happy that that casino that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Roc Nation was trying to put in Brooklyn got canceled. I'm so happy, because every now and then, Jay-Z and Beyonce will do something that reminds you what color they really care about. It's not black, it's not brown, it's green. They're capitalists, because there is no feasible way that introducing a casino to Brooklyn, of all places, is going to benefit more people than it's harming. All you doing is creating a new hub center for people to come spend their money at a chance of maybe making some money back, while at the same time pushing out residents who have been there for years. Like, black gentrification is the ugliest thing going on in society right now. And I can't stand seeing that when niggas get money. Like, you niggas can start a nonprofit. You niggas can start a charity. You niggas can just spend your money on yourself. I prefer the rappers spending money on fucking fast cars and blowing their money on the strip club. At least the bitches at the strip club about to pay for their education. What the fuck is anybody supposed to pay with from the fucking Jay-Z casino?
Our next blind item is about Gracie Abrams and Paul Mescal. It reads, "It looks like the Abs Nepo baby and her boyfriend have extended their contract." This comment reads that Paul will need Gracie for his award season campaigning, which makes sense. You know, he wants to go and win those awards, and to have a popular girlfriend by his side doesn't hurt. Last I heard about these two, they were splitting up, but Paul recently said that everything to do with his relationship with Gracie is deeply precious, and he wants to protect those things fundamentally from the public eye. He said, "I love babies with very adult names," so it looks like he's trying to get her pregnant. On top of holding on to his relationship with Gracie, he claims that he wants to keep his love life private. He said, quote, "When his project Normal People came out, I was very forthright in interviews, and it didn't actually serve me. But moving forward, as much as I can, that's going to be my life. That is private. That's a difficult thing to achieve, but giving strangers an answer about my life doesn't actually help me," which actually might be a good note. Other celebrities should probably, take that advice. So it seems like they're doing all right, and I'm wishing them well. There was a TikToker who claims she spotted them earlier this month. Here's that clip.
I look to my right, and there's this really fit girl with sunglasses and a hat. She's really jacked, and I'm like, she's jacked. It kind of gives Gracie Abrams. I look to my left, Paul Mescal's parking a city bike, and they walk, but he was in his shorts. But I was intimidated by Gracie Abrams, and it was just so overwhelmed.
Now this is interesting. It's an Emmys blind item. People have finally started to catch on to the illiterate actor and his need to touch everyone. Pedro Pascal. It wasn't just the A-list actor who pushed back last night, which would be Adam Scott. Now, I am a huge Adam Scott fan, and we've heard that Pedro Pascal likes to touch people, and I could totally see Adam being like, get your hand off of me. This comment reads, "It's Pedro Pascal. If it's true, he needs to keep his hands to himself." This person says, "Personally, I would let him touch me all he wanted." Well, there was a moment where Adam Scott freezes out as Pedro Pascal hugs him in this tense red carpet clip. We have a video clip of this moment. You could see that Adam is just so caught off guard. Let's go ahead and take a look. He's keeping him at distance.
Two shot! Guys, turn around! It's like you're the astronomer CEO!
Adam purposely stepped away and then kind of turned Pedro to go and walk that way. Quote, Pedro's body language as he came face to face with the nominee rival, Adam, suggested a man who prefers a very tactile and friendly approach to his main rival of the night, as he threw both arms out to offer a full-bodied hug to embrace Adam Scott. Unfortunately, the hug attempt did not last long. You can see Adam Scott pushing his hands firmly on his shoulders, trying to create this distance before completely stepping away. The interaction left the two actors standing at a noticeably wide distance, which only made the moment look more awkward. Pedro is known for his touching. In July 2025, there was headlines made after a video from January 2024 showed Pedro touch the face of Willem Dafoe's wife. This was during a Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, and the clip went viral because it's awkward. Why are you touching another man's wife like this?
Here we go.
That same month, Pedro came under fire again following an interaction he had with Vanessa Kirby at the Fantastic Four press tour. A lot of people were not impressed with him like straddling her waist and touching her while she's engaged.
Where have you been?
I've been busy.
I know, baby. But
Answering questions about you.
You can't leave me alone that long. That's a little too long, baby.
We need it.
Come on. Very codependent, very codependent. Just like I'm very codependent on film.
Let's end on Bella Hadid. We spoke about her yesterday in the Let's Get Into It podcast. If you've not seen that, definitely go and check it out now, like right now. But this blind item about Bella reads, speaking of Coca-Cola, this celebrity offspring should just use the weekly shot for her ED and not the drug. It is destroying her. Now, I'm not going to go and agree with this blind item right off the bat because we know that she has Lyme disease and she seems to be in serious condition. So I don't think it's like drug use. But recently, Bella Hadid has been in the hospital and we're not sure what she's battling, but her sister and her mother have been supporting her on social media, posting for her like recovery and wishing her well, sending her strength because, I mean, Bella Hadid doesn't look good right now. It just seems really morbid. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit like sensitive because of like health concerns and family emergencies and things like this that I have like experienced. But I would be really concerned if I was a Hadid about Bella's condition, especially being in there with all these IVs and laying in bed. Now, she's been an advocate for Lyme disease and speaking about what she goes through with it. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if this is straight up Lyme disease that's happening with her. It could have triggered something else.
Guys, I just saw this picture of Bella Hadid and I heard that she's in pretty bad shape, like her mom's going to churches and praying for her and stuff. And I have realized that it's always the most evil people and like the most like attitude-full people that are living like the best life, like faking it in general, whereas the most sweetest, purest, like Bella is the most like sweetest, genuine soul I have ever seen in the fashion industry. She has to suffer like so much, and that just proves that if you are a person who's like prone to like anxiety, overthinking, or diseases or anything, you suffer like so much, whereas there's people that are evil and super happy and like, yeah, well, inside they're not happy obviously, but they're faking it and they're just like fine, everything's okay. But Bella, who is like the sweetest angel ever, I really hope you get better soon.
Now, most cases of Lyme disease can be treated with antibiotics within 10 to 14 days of being bitten, but it looks like what she's experiencing is like post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome or chronic Lyme disease. It just won't go away.
I know what it feels like to not want to get out of bed for bone pains and exhaustion and days on end, and not want to socialize or be around people because the anxiety and brain fog just isn't worth it. Taking naps in between work days at lunch and just getting through the days without really having anything to look forward to at the end of the night besides sleeping, which is probably what I was thinking about when I woke up in the morning.
So you know what? We are sending healing strength to Bella Hadid. I hope that she pulls through. And I want to hear what you guys think of this week's episode of Blind Item Breakdown. We went through a lot, but what do you guys think? Like the David stuff, I really do believe he has that content, like that type of material. So I hope the police find it. And oh God, I hope there's justice for Celeste soon. I mean, I would like to know what the autopsy report has to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in next week's. Bye, guys.